Hello Chelsea fans, welcome to the United States of America. I am in a very sunny Charlotte at the moment, the morning after Chelsea progressed into the quarterfinals of the Club World Cup with a absolutely mad and chaotic game against Benfica. The match was going really well for Chelsea, probably the best they played all tournament. I mean, they had complete control and they made a decent Benfica side look very ordinary, to be honest. And Reece James scored a free kick, a really good free kick, where he caught the goalkeeper out finally after Trubin had made some really good saves in the Benfica goal. But then dark clouds started to loom around the Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, and a thunderstorm caught us off guard a bit, really. And the players and supporters were advised to seek shelter. Fortunately for us, we were in the press boxes in America are a bit different to the ones in the UK. They tend to be inside quite high up, so we already had shelter, so we were okay. But everyone else had to go and seek shelter, and then the game was suspended sort of indefinitely until the storm passed. And there was I think straight away there's a half-hour timer when the players left the field, but the FIFA rules stated that if every strike of lightning would essentially reset the timer to 30 minutes, and there were a lot of strikes of lightning. It was a pretty big thunderstorm, and like one that we're probably not used to in the UK as much, but in America they sort of have them all the time with how humid and hot and how the weather conditions change here all the time. And yeah, so it was suspended, and we ended up sort of waiting for just short of 2 hours. I think it was like 3 minutes short before the players finally returned. And yeah, I mean, we were sort of joking in the press room, what if Benfica equalised now, because the game was sort of so one-sided, and it almost felt like almost inevitable with just how football works sometimes. And they did. I mean, Chelsea had a few minutes to hold on and they couldn't quite do that. It was quite controversial, the penalty that was given, Malo Gusto handball, but I mean, it looked quite harsh, I thought. But yeah, I mean, that happened. Di Maria scored and went to extra time. And yeah, I mean, Benfica had a guy sent off quite early on into added time, into extra time, and Chelsea sort of just retook control of the game, like you'd expect them to when Benfica had 10 men. And yeah, and they managed to score 3 goals in extra time, which was great. And obviously that means we are now going to Philadelphia, which means I'm in America for a bit longer, and that's exactly what I wanted. So I'm happy with that, because I only got to Charlotte a few days ago. I've literally just got over the jet lag. I didn't want to be going home today. And yeah, I'll be flying to Philadelphia tomorrow, just because of how the flight sort of worked out. There's a lot more flights tomorrow from Charlotte to Philadelphia, so I'm going to do that. I've got a day of sort of just having a look around in Charlotte now. Got to do some work, but gonna try and sort of see as many sites as I can. I was here last summer for the pre-season tour, so we did quite a bit last summer, but it's a really nice city, and one I definitely recommend if you were sort of around here in America. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to try and sort of do these videos as often as I can, just to sort of keep you updated and try and get more of a behind the scenes sort of feel to it. So yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, hopefully next time I'll be recording will be in Philadelphia, where Chelsea hopefully will be getting through to the semi-finals.